Let's talk about 5 mistakes most fanciers make. And the quicker you correct them, the quicker you're going to be at the top of the race sheet. Now, going back 50 years ago when I started with pigeons, I thought it was all handler. I believe the handler was more important than the pigeon. No matter what you do, you need good pigeons. I think back when I was a teenager, Tony Malucci was a mentor of mine, and I thought he was a superstar handler. The guy had amazing pigeons. He put in much less work than everybody else, but he had great pigeons. The people years ago that had great pigeons won. Didn't really matter what they do. Today, everyone has great pigeons. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and spend $1 million on pigeons. There's a lot of good pigeons around at reasonable prices. But no matter what you do, you need really good pigeons to succeed. And then you have to put them in a position to win. Pigeons are really most important because when you send a team of 20, you're not getting 20 ahead if you're the best handler in the world. You might get 2 or 3 ahead. Concentrate on good pigeons. Number 2 mistake most fanciers make, they think success comes from a bottle. They're trying to look for the next supplement, the next additive they can give the birds, the next thing they can mix on the grain. You don't need it. All this stuff is just marketed and it plays on people's emotion. You think you're going to have success, you buy it. I've seen a million supplements come and go over the years. There's some basic supplements that you need. The birds have to be nutritionally complete. Invest in minerals. You're better off having the minerals. They're not necessarily going to be vitamin deficient, but they will get mineral deficient. Then there's basic things. I'll actually put a video that I just did. Basic old school supplements. I'll put a link here. Garlic, red cell, the horse vitamin, lemon juice, oregano, supplements like that. That's really all you need. Success doesn't come from a bottle. Save some money. Go with the basic needs. Number 3 mistake many fanciers make is they think a medication is going to make the difference. Oh, the guy's winning because he's better, or he's treating them with this, or he used that antibiotic, or I'm not on a good medication program. It's not necessary. You can fly at the highest level with pigeons that are totally antibiotic free. You don't have to treat the breeders. You don't have to treat the youngsters. Now, I recommend worming the birds and vaccinating for PMV, but antibiotics and medications aren't going to bring you to the top. And the guys that are racing at the top, many of them aren't using antibiotics. And I've been antibiotic free since 2013 and I have had as much success as anyone in the sport in the US, both one-off races and personal racing. So you can do it. You need good pigeons. You need strong immune systems. You're not going to win pouring something out. Number 4 that many fanciers fall into is a complicated grain mix feeding system. They're changing feed from day to day. They're feeding something different in the morning and the evening. Grain companies like to put out this schedule. They want to sell feed. They'll have you feeding something on Sunday, something different Monday, change Tuesday into Wednesday. You can keep the feeding simple. Couple basic grains, couple basic mixes. That's all you need for the pigeons to be and fly at the highest level. You're not going to win by going crazy with all the different feeds. I mean, I concentrate on feeding, and if you watch my videos, you know what I think of feeding. But you don't need to change. You don't need all these fancy mixes. And again, the feeding is important, but it's most important in keeping the body weight correct. Not necessarily what you feed, it's how you feed and how much you give them of. Number 5 is training. People used to think, or some still think, the harder you train, the more success. If your friend is down the road 50 miles every day, he's winning. If you go down the road 60 miles a day, you'll do better. It's not the truth. You want to work them just enough. You want to educate the birds. You want to teach them to break. You want to teach them to fly under different conditions. You want to teach them to fly when it's cloudy, when it's a little bit rainy, but plenty of visibility. You want to have them home from different directions. You want to mix them up so they break. You want to educate them. Then racing is all body weight. You can do it with the feeding. You don't have to burn yourself down the road. The people who train the heaviest have to feed the heaviest. That's not the way to go. If you learn how to feed, if you can master feeding, you can master racing. So it's not who trains the most. It's who educates the birds and learns how to feed, and I can certainly help with the feeding. Most of my videos concentrate on feeding, and there's an art to the feeding. But again, master racing, you'll master feeding. Hard training, not necessarily a way to the top. If you made it this far into the video and you would like a chance at winning one of these McLaughlin Lofts and Best Pigeons t-shirts, put a comment in, but don't tip off the people that have already given up and may look at the comments. Say, my loft is extra large. My son is small. I like medium-sized pigeons. Don't tip off the people that didn't make it through the video. I'll draw somebody from the comments and I'll give away a t-shirt and hopefully we have your size. And this is Frank McLaughlin, McLaughlin Lofts. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I'll keep them coming. I'm having fun. Thank you.